Hey everyone, it's Justin from the Calm Down It's Fine podcast. It's officially my turn to leave the intro, so here we go. I just want to remind you all that this is the most popular podcast in all of Delmarva, probably, I guess. Anyway, we would like to invite you to like, share, and subscribe to this glorious endeavor that we've embarked on. Also, leave a comment, give us a rate. If you have not rated the podcast at this point, you are a failure in all things at work and at home. Send us an email, leave a review, tell your friends, start a cult, whatever it takes to get this thing moving. Well, anyway, let's get on with it then.
All right, you guys heard that wonderful intro?
I hope so.
We're here.
I hope they heard it. If not, they might be deaf.
I mean,
I should have brought mine.
it'll be quite
this.
the endeavor.
Did I give you one?
To
I got
subtitle
one
that.
from the White Elephant Gift Exchange
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah. My
It's
cousin.
the exact same one, I think.
What are we talking about right now so the listeners can hear?
he's got an iPad tablet holder. I use it in the morning for my Bible reading for my
devotions?
notes. Yeah.
Yeah, so one of my cousins, my wife's cousins, drew me for like the Christmas gift thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she ordered one, and it didn't come through, so she ordered another one, and two showed up in my house.
Oh, so that came
was
from
my
you.
contribution to the White Elephant Gift
Okay,
Exchange.
I was like, how is it the same one? That makes sense.
Cameron just openly admitting how cheap he is for White Elephant.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember what I.
Oh,
I had a
before we
uniform
get going
unit.
any
Yep.
further, we have a new order of hats in.
Awesome.
The order is in. The hats are not in.
The hats aren't in yet, but they should be in the next
But
10 days.
the order is in, and what that means is we need your money. I'm
pay
once
off
again
hats.
asking. What's the Bernie thing? I'm once again asking for your support.
I'm once again asking for your support.
Yep. Here we are.
Hey, I can actually do the Bernie. This world is going crazy.
We should just convince everyone that we're already like just rolling in it. So they're like,
We're not-
yeah, I'll give.
We're
these.
not rolling in it.
Yeah, we are. Well, just
No, we need.
tell the people what they need to hear. Not
Here's
what
what we would like. I would like you all to buy this next set of hats because that would help us in our endeavor to set up to actually buy cameras that we would.
It would make recording way easier.
Let's start a GoFundMe and act like it's going towards
How
something.
about we start a GoFund us?
There we go.
No, I mean we have some people that support us, but
Yeah.
literally, if you are, I know of the 75 people who think that we're their who have us as their number one podcast. If they gave us 99 cents a month,
Yeah,
bruh,
that's like $10,000 a month.
it's out. That's what the math says.
Do you see what I did?
That's what the math says.
I just threw a number out.
If-
I didn't do the math.
Yeah.
What's this cult icon you have on your hat?
Hold up.
Oh, it's
before we get to
Pioneer.
the cult. Mark that down. Cults.
Cults. I think it would be fun to talk
Okay.
about.
Before we get to cults.
Oh, is that what we're talking about today?
No.
Oh, okay.
We can.
We'll
We
might
can
make a
start with
mention
the.
of
We
it.
can start with the moose. I don't know.
Well, didn't you have those cards you texted me about today?
I
Yeah,
have
those
cards.
are fun.
But look. Last week, solid episode. I thought last week.
I enjoyed it.
A lot
I
of
had-
people liked the buffalo.
Yes.
Oh, my wife.
Down
am
to
getting
Buffalo.
into a new. Oh,
Yeah,
dang it.
my wife comes home from work last night, and
Singing a
she
song.
goes, "I got that dumb." She walks into the house. She goes, "I got that dumb song stuck in my head," and I go, "What song?" She goes, "Go Buffalo," and I was like, I laughed so hard.
Oh man!
It's so funny.
Which brings us to season, episode 3 and 4, of the Buffalo song. So
Yeah, she was.
Question: what would it take to
What are you gonna say?
take our podcast and put it into like disc format and sell it?
What's wrong with you?
Disc
saying.
format.
Like a
Says-
seasons, like a radio show, like Adventures in Odyssey.
Just the guy who hasn't even listened to all the episodes. All right.
That's
If
true.
it was
Gone
on
to
a disc,
Buffalo.
I would.
Well, I want to
I don't know,
wait
I'm
to
just
press
saying.
play because once we press play, we're not going to whatever. So here's what we got. I have emails to read.
Okay.
I have a couple videos to show.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then we're going to listen to these, number 3 and 4 of Gone to Buffalo per request of the fans. And we have
That
a
should be our
segment called
podcast.
Questions for Humans, and it's for Guys Night.
Ooh.
Oh. So they're pretty fun. We'll
If-
see if we can answer
For
questions.
those of you that are doing audio only, Cameron just gave up a satanic finger
it's
symbol.
what's on the
I'm just kidding. I'm just being stupid.
All right, so
It'll be on the documentary a couple years from now when they're like the cult of C. diff, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be like
so there's
early on. Cameron was showing signs of being a cult leader.
Satanic activity.
It's gonna be a
Yeah, you say-
screenshot of you throwing up gang
you
signs.
say that, but my youth group is it's not mine, it's the Lord's. Our youth group,
The youth group at Heritage.
yeah. I always razz on them when we're like, when I'll say a joke or whatever, and I say, listen, teens, when you inevitably grow up, fall out of church, and write your
Yeah.
blog about, the horrors of your upbringing in the Independent Baptist Church, before you write that, what I'm about to say is a joke, and then what I just said was a joke, and no, I wasn't serious when I did that. So so when you write your blog, just know that that this is not to be taken serious. And so the boys in our church started writing a blog.
No way, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's pretty funny. Like,
That is pretty funny.
I mean, it's outrageous. Everything is totally twisted. It like actually a real blog, but it's so. And I think I'm getting out in the ahead of it. You know what I mean?
it's funny
because inevitably it's just like I feel like
Someone's gonna do it.
It's just like,
well, it's like extra funny because like there's people who
and I'm
like
calling it.
leave our church
Right.
and then it's like somebody's
Here's
like,
a- here's a
David,
big-
did you see this
here's a big
7
Facebook-
paragraph
Yeah.
Facebook page? And I'm
Right.
like,
That's it.
okay, here we go. Yeah. So I that stuff.
Yes. Yeah. So I try to get out in front of it.
It's so funny.
just to wipe them out before they even start, because they're gonna go to him like, ah!
And so-
I became exactly what he said I would.
Exactly.
how did he know? Like in 2024, Cameron Manorisi told me that I was going to be doing this.
Yeah. So I snuck gluten in his lunchbox.
Yeah, but Tyler Campbell has written like, I mean,
He had a lot.
it is so funny.
That's pretty
and
funny.
everything that happens at church night goes to the blog, and he gets his phone out and writes it down.
I used to have something.
Tyler, clean that up, and we'll read it on the pod.
Clean that up.
back in my days of Twitter, I used to do something where anytime somebody would say something that was like, it could be taken the wrong way, or somebody like you understood what they were trying to say but they didn't say it quite right, and I would write it down, and then once a week I would tweet out quotables from Faith Baptist Church.
Right.
And it would just be like some of the most absurd phrases and sentences that have been, like, one kid one time, pastor goes, what do you want to be, what do you want to do when you grow up? It was like her birthday, and she goes, I want to be like my mom and do nothing. And like the whole church laughs. Like, it's just like,
Be like my mom and do nothing.
and do nothing.
That's terrible.
Do nothing.
Does her mom do nothing?
That's great.
Does mine?
Does her mom?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know her mom.
Your mom, bro.
It's pretty sus.
We had a kid. We did prayer requests in church tonight.
Are you talking about the
Aaron.
Yeah.
And this kid.
It's terrible.
He had a prayer request because his fish is dying,
Mm.
and so he wanted us to pray for his fish. It's on my phone. It hasn't linked to my iPad though.
We
That's unfortunate.
Pray for his fish.
He had a song, but this is the third fish that he's had that's died, Aaron Hayes, and he had a song about the first one, and so I asked him, like, I know you're choking up here and it's tight, like it's tough, man. But can you sing that song for us? And he's like, I can sing the whole song. And I'm like, oh great! So he stood up and he sang us his fish song.
His fish
Are
song.
you
That's
gonna
pretty
play it?
funny.
I don't. It's on
Oh,
my
it's on your
phone, which
phone,
is being
not-
recorded, but it's not downloaded to my iPad yet, which is unfortunate.
Did you hear? Did you hear about the epidemic of, it's like hamsters or gerbils or something like that?
What about it?
I feel like
Apparently,
he's about to joke.
I
us or
haven't
something.
read a Hamster Weekly.
not a joke. This is a true story. My wife told me about this. But apparently, don't lie, but let me know if you knew this.
Don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me.
Apparently, like 85% of people do not know that hamsters or gerbils or guinea pigs, or I'm not sure exactly which one it is, they hibernate. Like, if it gets too cold, your hamster, I'll just say hamster, your hamster will go to sleep because it's so cold.
Oh, no.
And it will, like, it slows down its heart
think I
rate
know-
and
I
its
think I know where
breathing
you're
and
going.
stuff. And
I don't-
owners
no,
don't know that these
no.
things hibernate,
Oh
so
my-
they're like, oh, another hamster died. Chuck it. And they just trash their hamsters, or they throw them out into wherever
Or they bury them alive.
bury them in the backyard, not knowing that these things hibernate.
Can you imagine digging up that shoebox and you look inside? There's claw marks and
So what's the problem? They're breeding.
No.
No, they're hibernating. So they're going to sleep like in the winter when it gets super cold.
And their owners are thinking the hamster died, not that it's
That's a
hibernating.
good thing. Less rodents.
So they're just like burying
Okay.
childhood
No, I-
pets. They're just burying
That's fine.
childhood
That's
pets.
fine. I thought you were saying they're. I couldn't
No,
figure out what
the
because I'm thinking there's an
people are-
epidemic of so many of them being bred and
No, no. The epidemic-
kill them all.
No.
Kill them
There-
all. There's no difference between a hamster
We're
and
gonna get nasty letters saying, "Where's my hamster? Why don't I have a hamster?"
I will murder your pet hamster with my own mousetrap, and it will kill it the same way.
Well,
There's no
going,
difference.
That's going in the blog.
There's no difference.
Tyler Campbell, write
Prove
that
me
down.
wrong. What's the difference between a hamster and a mouse without looking it up?
All right. What's the difference between a hamster, mouse, or either one of your dogs? Because if I shoot any of them, they will die.
How about a human?
We're all animals, man.
Depends.
That's right.
We're all animals.
But there's different species, and the hamster is a rat.
What's on this?
I'll eat a hamster. I'll eat your dog.
It wouldn't be the species; it'd be
I
the
don't know what-
family. It'd be
I don't-
the of the
okay,
rodent
well,
family.
I don't know what you're trying to do here. You're trying to like cover to get up some type of.
I have always wanted a
no
pet hamster.
a hamster.
Yeah.
Is a pet.
No, a hamster is a mouse.
Okay. It's a pet mouse.
No.
What's to say I couldn't grab a mouse and put it in a hamster box and it do the same thing?
Nobody's saying you can't.
I mean,
They're all the same thing.
you could make that argument for a million different things.
I'm sure you could, like a wolf and a dog,
Yeah.
right?
I wouldn't want a pet wolf.
It's a dog.
What's up?
True. It is a dog.
Did you ever see the
Seahorse?
No.
It's a horse.
it's
It's a horse. It's a horse.
Did you
It's a
ever
horse,
see
of course.
the silly song from
Crow and an
VeggieTales?
eagle?
It's the same. You can't tell the
I
difference.
don't know. Crows are ugly.
They are.
Eagles are not
Crows
ugly.
are bigger than I
don't-
think most
listen.
people think they are. You can also apparently, and this is all hypothetical. I've never actually done this. You can
No.
eat crow, and it apparently tastes good. I don't know.
Here's the thing about
You've
like
eaten crow a time or two.
hamsters.
No, of all the weird animals I've eaten,
a
this
joke,
would be
dude.
on the list. I've eaten snapping turtle.
Have you never heard of the phrase "eat crow"?
Nope. Have you heard of it?
I have.
Okay, sorry.
It's me.
He's resting on his laurels. Call back.
There we go. That was
Crow
good.
is when you say something.
Who
or you-
came up with that? Was that you or him?
I said it.
How-
You guys said it wasn't
It's
a real thing.
concerning how much you don't remember.
I can't. I'm sorry.
This is my
Do you know the
brother-
firing order of a small black 350?
This is my brother-in-law to be.
To be.
Yeah.
To be or not to be?
I hope to
That
be.
is the question.
That would be. Well, that's what I thought
This
would
guy walks in my house and goes, "Hey guys, Cameron, your message tonight, you're preaching on time and wasting time or whatever." And Dustin goes, "I wrote down in my notepad about
Things
this
I
time.
regret."
This things I regret was missing the bus when I was a
Getting
little
on the
kid,
wrong
getting
bus.
on the wrong bus." Now, anyone who's listened to any portion of the show knows that Dustin has told that story like 4 or 5 times, and he literally sat here, looked me and David dead eye in the face, and tried to tell us a story. And me and David looked at each other, and I said, "What, are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah, no. Have I told the story before?" I'm like, "Oh, Lord."
Hey, typically when we record this thing, I'm running on fumes, or one of those electric hybrids. So I'm on battery backup, and we're getting low on charge. Oh gosh! So you can't expect a battery to remember what happens when it gets towards the end
You
of its
can't
life.
expect to kill a machine to be accountable for what he says.
Well, that either. But what was I saying before? I had a good thing. I was
You have a
gonna say.
notepad, just fill it up.
I don't know. I'm writing out questions.
we were talking about birds, which I think is the grossest of all types of pets.
I think it's weird.
Hamsters.
No, hamsters clean them. Like birds are just gross all the way around.
Hamsters what themselves?
I would say okay. I
They
would say
clean
that
themselves and
the
stuff.
difference, without looking it up,
gross.
between a hamster
Who cleans
and a
themselves?
mouse is that
What have you said? Hey, I clean myself. Well, how do you do that with my tongue?
My cat does that.
yeah,
He's very
It's
soft.
gross.
and some toddlers do too.
I guess my dog cleans herself with her tongue.
Yeah.
And then she licks you.
Yep.
No, she don't.
She gives you smooches.
No.
Cameron comes home and goes, "Ooh, smooch, 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 smooch,
No, I
smooch."
come home and like, never mind.
A hamster
He's about
doesn't
to get
chew up.
canceled.
Hamster doesn't chew up. A hamster does not chew up like furniture and stuff, but a mouse would.
Do you
I
want
think
to hear?
hamsters totally do.
I don't know. I don't know if
Have you
I've
seen
told.
his big old teeth?
Have I told the story about the hamster
don't
Michael
think you
Shane bought while we were in Bible school?
No.
No.
So Michael Shane moves into the apartment. He picks me up from work one
I
day,
don't know what's happening.
and there's a box in his car, and I was like, "What is this box? It's making noise." He goes, "So I bought a hamster," and I went, "You didn't think to ask the
This
roommates?"
apartment is so
Yeah, dude,
small.
it's the smallest
Three
apartment ever.
grown men sharing this.
Dude, he just randomly bought a hamster. That's not really like
buys a hamster.
That's not a random
he names
purchase.
it. He names it Jezebel.
This sounds familiar. I
Names the hamster Jezebel.
Wait. Dude, have we heard this?
I don't know
Keep
if I've
going.
told the story on here or not. I probably have. If somebody's going to
that.
email
that
in and
that
be
like brought
"Girls are so
something
dumb."
up in my brain.
So he
yes, it got lost. It ran away in the
yes. So the guy
but
told
then they kept coming back.
him that we could get a gerbil cage and it would be the same thing, but the hamster could just squeeze through the bars.
Through the bars.
And then the hamster would go and just like hide in the walls, and then it would show up like we'd be chilling in the apartment and we would see her walk across the floor, climb into the cage, stuff her cheeks full of food,
And then
leave the cage and go back into the wall. So one day we caught her, and Michael Shane was like, "I'm just gonna let her out into the wild. She's not my pet anymore." So he
Something happened to it,
he
right? Yeah.
takes her across the street and frees her. And then the next day we're in the apartment and we just see her walk across. And he was like, "What is happening?" Like it was wild.
Pick it up, throw it against the wall, hard.
It was wild. But we were talking about hamsters being clean. He put Jezebel into her little hamster ball one time. And he was like, "Be free, run around the apartment, whatever." And she's running around, exploring the hallway and whatever and all whatever. And we start watching like a show or something like that, and he forgets that she's in the hamster
In the
ball,
ball.
which is not problematic. Like she's safe inside the hamster ball, but after this situation happened, we Googled it and they were like, "Don't leave your hamster in the hamster ball for like an hour because hamsters go to the bathroom a lot."
Oh no.
Yeah.
And if you forget that your hamster's in the hamster ball, hamster's going to go to the bathroom in that hamster ball. And we found that out the hard way.
So this really happened.
Yeah, he was like, where's Jezebel at? And he walks outside like you know how like you
Yeah.
go out the door to where the bathroom was? She was like at the bottom of the stairs and it was just... And I was like, you gotta throw the whole thing out, bro. That's gross.
With a
Jezebel
hamster.
in it.
Yep, you just gotta.
Just
Power wash
lock
that thing.
it and play soccer.
You
with
put
it.
that thing up with the babies, you're about to power wash and you clean her off.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gross, man.
That's a reference from an earlier episode.
Callback,
Dustin
dude. Where's the
talking
episode of callbacks right now?
about best,
Crazy.
about,
Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna name this one yet. It's gonna have a bunch of names.
Friendship Mutiny is such a good name.
You just burp.
yeah, I did.
Good
I
job.
put my respectfully burped.
We should,
Did you see how I put Friendship Mutiny in the Cartoon Network font?
yes.
Yeah, that was great.
Yes,
dude.
I thought that was
That's
good.
great.
We should have an episode where it's just a straight man. We do everything that a man would do with no
Chewing
like a
tobacco.
No
Dip.
not that far.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
That's for the $4.99 podcast.
Patreon episode.
Dude, I found
Oh my gosh.
literally the funniest clip I've ever seen in my life. And
This
it
better
just-
be good.
Oh, dude, it's good.
How come we don't have monitors in your kitchen? Like what kind of production are we running?
The dream
around
is to
here?
have a studio one day.
Yeah, we'll do it when Cameron gets a new house. We'll just turn this into the studio.
Just keep this house.
Keep this house. This will be
Open
the
it up
studio.
as a studio.
All right, so I feel like this is. I'm going to tell you what it says,
Okay.
and then I'm going to, and then I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show it to you. So this guy, it's this podcast. I don't think it's the. Someone showed it to me.
Has it got bad words in it?
No, I don't.
Because you got a knack for showing bad word.
It might have had one.
Does
I
it?
don't know.
But he be
but-
doing it all the time.
This clip this guy calls in, and apparently this podcast is a podcast where people call in
Okay.
and they tell their secrets to the host.
Oh no!
Oh,
So it starts out. It
That
starts
sounds
out with a
awful.
lady. So I don't think it's like the best podcast. So I'm not going to show.
Oh, we
what the
could
name
we
of
could
it.
do that, and we'll call it confessionals.
So
call
this guy
us
calls
in.
in. He goes, "Hey," and she goes, "Hi, whatever your name is. Go ahead, tell us your secret. We won't judge you." And he goes, "All right, well, so basically, my mom was the greatest woman on earth, and she let this
Well, don't give
person-
it away. Don't give it away. Hit it in the video. Let me get a genuine reaction from the
Yes,
video.
this is reaction time. All right,
Yeah.
straight face, ready.
I'm ready. Yep.
I'm listening.
Okay. All right. What's your secret you want to share?
Okay, so about 2 years ago, my mom, she passed away from COVID.
Oh, I'm
she
sorry.
had lung cancer, and thank you. And there was someone who she was giving shelter to. He had lost his home. He caught COVID. He knew he had it, and he went around my mom, and she passed away from it. So,
No.
so every couple of weeks I go and I beat him until he's, can't walk. He in the hospital right now. He ain't woke up since the last time, but I mean, listen.
Hey, yo, listen, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Oh my gosh.
I'm-
Listen, I think I'm a godly man, but it don't say in the Bible I can. I find peace.
What if he dies?
Absolutely. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the man gotta do what he gotta do. I mean, you only get one mother in this lifetime, and I mean, it is
Once
what it
a
is.
week.
You
I
doing what you
I
gotta
heard over
do.
that every day.
Right.
I am so sorry to hear about your mom. Now, this solution,
No, I mean, say, so you beat him senseless
he's in the hospital.
from time to time.
Yeah, just if I'm having a bad day,
If I'm having a bad day.
Yeah,
I got a bill due, and now I'm mad right now, so
he's definitely
Right, you got a bill due, going
sounds
through
like
something with your
Mano's-
girl.
This
you
sounds
just,
like Mano's friend,
Right,
for
something.
real.
I don't about the guy.
beat the guy up.
I just want whenever I'm feeling bad, I don't beat him up.
Oh, dude.
Beat him senseless. What?
That's so funny, dude.
I love that.
How is
He goes,
so
yeah,
what-
so every
what-
couple weeks I beat the guy within an inch of his life.
He's in the hospital right now.
Now.
Yeah, my mom was a really good woman. She died 2 years ago from COVID. She had lung cancer, but she had this guy living there, didn't have a house, and he had COVID. And he was walking around her, and then she died. So
Oh, my
Once a week,
goodness.
I beat him till he can't
I
walk.
beat I beat the breath out of him.
Dude, that's
Can you imagine being that guy? You're like just going through your day and you,
You
hear
know
the
that-
doorbell ring, ding dong.
Once
You're
a
like,
week.
Oh no!
How has he not figured it out yet?
Every
Like, he
couple
just
weeks
answers-
he beats him within an
Yeah.
inch of his life. Is what he said.
You open the door, you see it's that guy, you close it. That's the end.
What do you say? I
Like,
beat him to where he can't walk.
he says, beat him till he can't walk.
yeah.
Yeah, so about once a week, I
That's-
beat him till he can't walk.
Dude.
Last time he didn't wake up, he's in the hospital now.
That's that's
so-
wild.
So you just beat him whenever. Yeah, whenever I'm feeling down or whatever.
You guys like right now? I'm pretty mad. Got
Pretty
bills
mad, I got a
due.
bill-
And
a bill due.
the host is like, "Yeah, man, you're gonna fight with your girl. You got bills due. Beat him up."
Bro,
That is so funny.
that
That's gold.
I
dude.
think everyone needs someone like that. Just
Can you imagine?
to beat up or to be beat up
to
by?
have someone to beat up. Like
Who would you beat up?
I don't
Who
know.
would be your person?
Who's your person to beat up?
I'm trying to think of people who I find really irritating.
Who do you think would choose you to beat up?
I don't know.
Dude, that is the
That's
funniest.
the harder question to ask.
There's probably a disgruntled teenager somewhere that would like to beat me up.
I wonder if he uses like a bat. I would ask more questions.
Yeah.
So what's
Golf
your
club, bat.
Give us. So you've done this a few times. What's your tactic?
What's your go-to
You have the guy's
martial art?
address, obviously. What if you show up one day and he's done moved? Now what?
I show up, I shoot him in
You,
the
got-
knee.
you can't just start
Can't
a
walk.
habit like that and quit.
Do you use
gotta get a
ninjutsu?
you got to get a dog
Take
to
the-
beat or something.
Take the back of my gun, I pistol whip him till it's not coming out of his nose.
You got to buy it. You got to like go to the pound and this poor dog thinks it's getting rescued. And you're like, sorry.
Oh.
This isn't a blessing. The guy that I frequently beat has moved, and I need to take it out on something.
Yep, it just be this.
I guess
you're
if he moves
now-
away, you just like move on to his brother.
Well, if
That
the,
seems like a biblical
if the
way to
pound
handle that, right?
pound doesn't have any dogs, you get a hamster.
Couple cats.
You just throw him up and hit him with a tennis racket.
Yeah. Like, what's it called? What's the new thing?
Hamster ball.
Pickleball.
Yeah, you put.
I was thinking
you,
the
hamster ball.
You take
with the
badminton.
birdie.
You take one of those little trampolines, exercise trampolines, you put it on the wall and you just smack them in the trampoline.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't have anything wrong with that. No qualms with that. All right.
You could do
Wow.
other animals. Like
Was that not a good one?
lizard.
No. Wasn't
It
that
was
good?
pretty funny.
Wasn't
That was
good?
That's
so
pretty
funny.
Yeah, I was happy with that. All right, you want to listen to Buffalo Part 3?
Go on the Buffalo. Yeah, I haven't heard part 3 or 4 in a long time.
Here we go.
Well, I haven't heard him ever.
That's crazy. It was like so popular.
What's the title?
All right.
How do I start a savings habit?
How to
It
start a
is called,
savings habit. That's the title.
Gone to Buffalo, Origins, Villains, and the like. Here we go.
One day, the guy without a buffalo. Oh, is that a waterfall back there?
The guy without him.
Coyotes creeping
the
on
origin.
a baby wounded buffalo, scared him off with his gun. Trotted up to the buffalo,
Body slammed the buffalo.
for his own good. Honked out the buffalo, brought home the buffalo to eat him. Oh, he's kind of cute. I'll just eat my horse instead.
I'll just eat my horse
Buffalo, went and saddle up the buffalo. He's faster than he looks, but I'm on, yeah, awesome. And on the buffalo, I need a switch. I'm gonna hit him. Yeah, all right, now we're going. Now this is awesome. Oh God, oh man, this is unstable, but I'm trying
This is
to prove a
unstable.
point. Riding on a buffalo. God, is that a stick or a, what was that? Oh, I'm riding. I'm just a guy on a buffalo. One day the guy on the buffalo was romping around.
Romping.
The
Romping around.
buffaloes was minding babies, but also getting hunted by some hunters. One of them was loud. The buffalo scattered. The other hunter got mad, kicked him in the knee and punched him right in the mouth. Tackled the other hunter. Not sure
This is that
why,
guy.
but it turned into this whole big deal. Guy on a buffalo, sneak up on you like a ghost. Yeah, it's me. You hunt a buffalo? No, we cool. I'm on the
No, we
buffalo.
cool.
Don't forget it. Oh, I won't. I don't like that guy. I'm gonna shoot him. Check out my coat. Look out, guy.
Check out my coat.
You're gonna get shot by the guy wearing a buffalo. Oh, get to the forest. What's gonna happen to guy on a buffalo?
All right, here we go. Episode 4. It goes right into it.
Just titled Rehab, Vengeance, and What Have You.
This is the continuation of Part 3.
Okay.
So I highly recommend you go and look at episode 3. It shows him finding the buffalo, eating his horse, keeping the buffalo, training the buffalo, riding the buffalo, getting bucked by the buffalo, riding up on buffalo hunters, being an animal activist,
And then getting shot by
getting
said-
shot
to
by
save the
said
buffalo.
guy buffalo people who was wearing a buffalo cape. And so that ended with him crouched over on the buffalo in suspense. What's going to happen? Here we go.
Ranger in the forest found a buffalo with a dead body on his back. Put his finger in his nostril and brought him on home to his barren wife. This happened before the baby thing.
This happened before the baby.
And pulled the guy off the buffalo. He immediately fed him some soup. About 30 minutes later, the guy felt fine and he was like, "Oh, thanks, y'all. Got a check on my buffalo. How you doing? I feel better already. Thanks, bearded guy. What's
Thanks,
up with
bearded
this
guy.
raccoon, y'all? Oh, he makes our dinner. Hope you like dumplings. Well, I do. All the city
Well, I do.
eat these dumplings. How you like them? They're good. How you like them, raccoon? I like them too. I like them too. Oh, yeah. Thanks for complimenting me, guy on a buffalo. One day, the guy on the buffalo seen his enemy on a mule. He says, I'ma chase him down and maybe just trample him to death. Who knows? Let's see. But the mule wouldn't go. And when he started running, the guy could hardly hold on. Cause he didn't have a saddle and it bucked him off. Now it's a foot race with a buffalo. Guy on a buffalo was straight to trample you down in the weeds.
He tramples this guy.
On a buffalo. Hey, I like your hat, but it's not gonna save you. You better watch out. Oh no! He
Oh, my
trampled that guy, left him for dead out on the prairie. Buffalo.
Wow.
Oh, see ya. Guy on a buffalo.
Well, he had that coming.
It's not done.
Oh, you got a third verse?
Some more revenge. Got a hot tip about the Crystal Palace and decided to go on in. He's thinking maybe them buffalo hunters who shot him was in there.
Oh,
He rides it in there.
So he started causing ruckus. Head for the hills, everybody. This guy is straight straight crazy.
Straight crazy.
Guy on a buffalo. Oh, shoot your glassware. Yeah, guy on a buffalo. Shoot you in the gut.
I shoot you in the gut.
Shoot you in the head and put a stove on your foot. Ouch. Oh, y'all don't want to mess with a guy that's riding around atop a buffalo. Ain't that guy? I done told you not to mess with a guy riding a buffalo.
Oh wow.
So basically, it doesn't look natural. A dude riding a buffalo. It's like the most unorthodox. Like he's
Very-
like,
I would disagree.
you think it looks perfect?
Yes.
Yeah.
That could be the next war
Can you
animal.
like request? You're like in heaven. We're about to mount up. To head back to earth behind our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I think that
And you're like, real quick though, can I get an advance on that? I can do whatever I want thing. And he's like, okay, what do you want, David? He's like, I want a white buffalo.
Tiger.
the Bible just didn't didn't have anything on the buffalo man.
Yeah. Well, actually, Pat the
Buffalo-man.
Pirate, there was an episode where
He rode a buffalo.
there was a white buffalo. The guy, the chief, judged the campers on their woodsmanship or whatever, and he came riding on a white buffalo. So it was like the white horse, Jesus, whatever, and he was he rode on a white buffalo, scared everyone. All right.
Guy on a buffalo. By the way, I found
Did you?
I found a ringtone.
That's Guy in a Buffalo,
That's Guy on a Buffalo.
and that's now the
I can make that
official
better.
podcast theme song. I wonder if we get the rights to that, that would be our theme song.
That would be.
That'd be
That'd be exciting.
take us to new places. What are you trying to do?
It's saying the card is almost full. I don't know how long we have on it.
Well, tell the thing to shut up.
Said it's almost full.
Yeah, there was an alert, but
Oh.
I don't know. How
I said
much-
we should. I would assume we can finish out the episode though.
Yeah.
All right. Emails.
Yeah.
How many do we have? Millions?
No, I have
Thousands.
a real long one.
A
Is
real long one.
Is it complaining or is it good?
There's all right, so we'll start at the first.
How many
Is
emails
this
did
a
we
fake
get?
person?
4.
Is one of them?
I got
fake?
more than that, but I don't. Some of them are just whatever.
So if you don't, yours isn't
Yeah.
read here tonight. It's just whatever.
All right, here we go.
It's just-
Michael Lawson. Did we?
we did not read. I don't think we
We
read
didn't read
Micah's.
Michael Lawson's.
Micah goes to our church.
Oh, this is
right.
lengthy.
From the Quote Keeper.
Oh, these are all the quotes.
Hey guys, sorry it took me so long to send the email. I started listening to the show back in late October, about the time you released Yacht Life, and wanted to wait until I was caught up to write
we
in.
did talk about yachts.
I would have been done for far sooner, but I had to significantly cut down how much I was listening to the podcast at work, as I didn't want my boss to ask me why I was laughing at a combat veteran advocating for power washing infants.
I
How
think
about you just tell your boss to mind those
How about
business
you
and
tell
you're a
your
happy
boss
guy?
to get
didn't
on the
want
board with
my
this
boss
new
asking why I was
idea.
laughing at a combat veteran advocating for power washing infants.
I think it's wonderful.
All right.
I feel-
I've absolutely.
It's going to revolutionize
I've been-
sanitization of
You don't know
hospitals.
it's a bad idea unless you try it.
Yeah, and if you try it and it's a bad idea, you did it wrong.
Yep. Continue.
I've been absolutely loving the show, and I'm incredibly thankful for the work you guys put into producing it. It has been really
welcome.
refreshing to have a good source. Of
Protein.
mostly clean comedy, and has made my commutes to work so much better. To a callback episode, to call back to a few episodes ago, the quote I was telling Cam about was, "If you try to harm your child, you will win."
Did you say that?
If you try to harm your child, you will win.
You will win.
Dustin, episode 47.
Oh, I said that?
Yeah. Who do you think said
I
that?
thought you said that.
I thought that these were just quotes that he was giving us.
No, he took
No,
these from our
these are-
podcast.
Oh, these are things that we have said.
These are, well, I guess
Now I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Now-
What's going to get us to prison?
yeah, that one.
Here we go.
Well,
Try to harm your child, you will win.
You will win.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not.
I've really been enjoying my quote collection and can't wait to share more with you in the future. The quote book has grown quite sizable, and even I have forgotten most of the ones I put in there. So it'll be a surprise for me to go through it too. I think we need to have him.
All
on
of
to
these
get
are going to be a
this.
surprise.
I think we should have him on to do this.
I can't seem to remember
It
anything.
seems to be a theme in your family to say who your favorite member of the podcast is. Well, officially, I can't give an answer to that as I go to the church with 2 of the members, both of whom could probably crush most of the bones in my body if I didn't pick them. Unofficially, however, David is my favorite.
Let's go!
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
I feel like,
What? That's okay.
I think you're the favorite overall.
Yeah, I think because you're probably stuck up his butt. Here we go. I've attached my phone so you can put in the call jar if you want. We still have a bunch of phone numbers we haven't called.
Let's just call someone.
Not tonight. It's late. Please note this is not for the Love Lifted Me segment. I don't know what that means. Love the content, guys. Keep up the awesome work. I plan to email and more now that I am caught up. Your fan, Michael Lawson. P.S. Keep an ear out for me in the future. I've got a few surprises cooking up for you guys.
We should just make fun of his toes. See if he listens to it.
All right. Sounds like somebody. It's not. I wouldn't.
Have
do
you
that.
ever heard of
That's his
Adventures in
favorite.
Odyssey?
I wouldn't do that.
Adventures in Odyssey?
I've
Are you
heard
gonna make
it.
fun of me?
Yes.
He is Eugene Melsner. 100%.
Oh,
100%.
yeah, you're right. That's what it is. I knew there. Oh my gosh,
Eugene Melsner.
you're a brilliant man.
He is. That's who he is.
I miss Adventures in Odyssey.
I know. I know the name, but I don't know if I know.
Here's
the
something
thing.
from
I think you
another
would
guy
know.
from
Should've
church,
talked about it
Seth
last
Hayes.
week.
Cam, you can ask the other guys this. If the yellow man lives in the yellow house, the red man lives in the red house, and the green man lives in the green house, who lives in the white house?
President.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah,
The expected response is the white man. No, you idiot. The president lives in the White House. Seth, I expect more from you.
yeah. That's so 2004.
Bro, we're too smart for
Dude,
that.
all the teens were going around saying what year they were born today, and it was like some of them were saying like 2013. And I'm like, no. I'm like, wait, oh, huh? I guess so. It's so weird. Like I feel like 2013 is like new. Like that was like yesterday. It's not the case anymore.
I forgot to share this.
With
Ashley
what?
Namir, her father was diagnosed with cancer.
Ooh.
She wrote in, I forgot to write, this was on October 19th. That's just bad. I'm just wondering if you would be willing to share this fundraiser for my dad. He's still battling his terminal diagnosis, but we are trying to alleviate his financial burden while he's here. Please continue to pray for a miracle, and we would appreciate spreading the word on this GoFundMe page. I will try and get that GoFundMe page out.
Better late than never. I
Pray-
guess.
Better late than-
yeah, praying for you. We are praying for your father, though. Ashley.
Who is this?
Ashley Namir. She's emailed
Ashley
in a
Namir.
couple times. I have one more that I want to. Let's see. Oh,
I'm just gonna read my emails.
Michael Shelton says, when I was on a mission trip, the missionary I was with brought up something interesting to me. Deborah seems like the clear hero in the Bible, but look at Hebrews 11, who is the hall of faith, Barak. Who isn't? Deborah. Interesting, right? There is some unknown story about Barak sung in Hebrews, but not in Judges. Why I bring it up is because Deborah is used commonly by Christian feminists for a woman that stood up when a man wouldn't. Granted, Barak's statement was foolish and he deserved the dishonor, but something he did brought him into the hall of faith. Some food for thought that I found interesting. I am pro-woman, certainly, but how the Bible represents it is the man is the rule over the woman in every aspect, even to the point where a man tells the woman to vote. Most men, if not all, want a feminine wife. The exception would be a femboys who aren't masculine and want someone who is. In a perfect world, the woman would rule with the man, Genesis 1:28-30. But in the corrupt world, the man is to rule, Genesis 3:16. This is my controversial opinion that I don't expect people to fall in line with, but based on my research, this is how I stand. I guess this was back November 8th.
When we did the feminism episode, probably.
No, it's way later.
Oh,
When did Harry get married?
this is just like a random thing that he wanted to let us know
I
about.
don't know. I forgot to put a lot of these on.
This is just a random thing a single guy wanted to email in
Yeah,
about.
looks like we have
What
seven-
kind of show were you running here?
Here we go.
I got it. This is from the Home Depot. 5 ways to make the most of your account. Card. Access all your previous orders along with user manuals and important warranty and installation information. Receipt. It doesn't stop.
All right, here we go.
with
Ready?
your online. I'm reading an email.
Okay, well, we don't have
actively.
time. We have 7 minutes before we run out of whatever.
Well,
Know that?
All right, new Bible version just dropped. Best
Just
one since the Hawaiian Pigeon Bible. Give it a watch. A solid Hermaphrodite. That's you. That's from Gabriel
Okay.
Shelton.
what's the new?
We're going to run that one next episode.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Dylan Brooks. Ready?
I know that guy.
I know y'all don't read many emails on the podcast anymore, but y'all can hear the but y'all can hear this. Y'all crazy.
Who's saying
y'all
this?
crazy to say guns are overrated. There you
That's
go,
not
Dustin.
what we said.
Stomp, Dustin, stomp. I thought y'all were saved, and I thought Dustin was normal, but then he said he likes Scrapple, and I about lost it.
Hey.
If there's one thing I would describe Scrapple as is the sins of all the world burned up at the bottom of the pits of hell.
Well, you're wrong.
Scrapped
That's
up
fine.
and slapped on the plate. But anyways, I still enjoy it, and keep up the good comedy and Buffalo Man stories.
Who is
Well,
this?
we're done now.
Dylan
Brooks. Now here's the thing. I knew this was going to happen. Nobody said guns were overrated. It was never said, not one time. It's not what he said. But that's what you heard because you weren't listening.
That's what he said.
He didn't say guns were overrated.
The love of guns is the root of all.
The love of guns is overrated.
He said the
Gun collecting's overrated.
Yes.
No, wrong. Whatever. I don't have energy for this.
No.
All right.
So we win.
Dub
We
for
were right.
Ken.
Dustin
All right.
conceded. We were right.
From YouTube. Great episode, guys. I love the reminiscent side of the podcast.
We
Takes
could-
back to the startup episodes. Keep up the good work.
We
from
could
Aaron Black.
easily do another.
We can do a whole
episode
episode on
Oh,
that.
yeah, that was easy.
like reminiscing stuff.
There's so many things that, especially like one idea will trigger some other memory that you forgot about, and you're like, oh my gosh,
For
wow, that was
sure.
my.
Chick-fil-A is way overrated. It tastes decent. It's not superior.
We read
to
this
BK.
one already.
Someone said you're insane. Burger King has beef, which means they personally slaughter cows.
Somebody said that.
Yeah. You're insane. Burger King has beef, which means they personally slaughter cows.
I like Burger. Was that a
Which is
slight?
perfectly fine to me.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Is that a slight against Burger King or is that a pro? I like Burger King.
Speaking of Burger King, did you know that Burger King franchisee owners are filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy?
What?
For
Why?
them.
Yeah.
What happened?
They just nobody goes to Burger King anymore.
I like Burger King.
There's
When's
an-
the last time you were at Burger King?
In high school, but I mean, there's none
So
around
you're part
here.
of the problem. I'm not a huge Burger King guy anyway, but there's another place that they've had.
He trotted up to the buffalo.
Is that really a
Body
thing?
slammed the
Yeah,
buffalo.
they
Oh,
have.
sound good.
There's another franchisee that
We have
is.
to go to a Burger King before they close.
I don't know. What,
We'll
what?
save them.
Bankrupt doesn't.
I don't want to save them. I don't care. I'm not a
mean,
Burger King guy.
That means they owe a lot of money, and
There's another place where the franchisee owner is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Can you guess the fast food restaurant without
Sonic.
cheating?
I'm not.
No,
Hardee's.
it's Popeyes.
Really? I thought they're do pretty well.
They were doing great a few weeks ago.
They're
Months ago. What's a year? 2 years ago.
not even
2 years
really.
ago.
So
We got 4 minutes. So we got to wrap this one up
how do you know?
because it's counting down right there, and I got to
Oh.
clear the card.
Oh,
I just like 4 minutes because it was at 15. Now it's coming down.
all right, no worries. No, yeah, they have some guys that are filing because they're attributing it to COVID because when everybody was like scared to go out, Popeyes doesn't have drive-through windows.
Yeah, they do. Everyone I've ever been to does. Milford has one. I've never been into the Popeyes. It's all drive-through. The one in Seaford has drive-through.
The one in Dover does not.
Yeah, but that's the only one I've ever seen that doesn't.
I think majority of Popeyes do not have drive-throughs.
You're making me think about this.
I think
Seaford has one.
I think
I'm-
new ones do.
Milford. These are old. The Milford one's old.
I don't.
I've
but
never been to the one in Milford or where I
Milford's
can
been there a long time.
I can tell you the one on Fort Benning.
The news
has a
article I
drive-through.
read. The news
That's
article
1,
I
2,
read
3,
said
yeah.
that majority of them do not have drive-throughs, and people did not want to go into this place because they were scared of COVID.
So 3 years ago they went bankrupt, and now they're just feeling the effects of it.
Well, and then on top of that, people there's more options for eating at home than there ever was. So when
I
fast
want to
food,
make sure we end this one so we can not lose what we have or whatever.
I understand what you're saying.
2 minutes.
Yep. So when fast food places were popping off and they were getting big, like places like McDonald's when they opened, it was the only fast food place.
Yeah.
So like they were crushing it. But now it's like you can get Chinese delivered, you can get Chipotle, you can get all these other
Well,
places.
yeah, places like
1 minute,
Grubhub
wrap it
and,
up.
and all
Gospel.
that.
Believe the Lord. Yeah.
We can end this, clear some, and then get right back into this.
What, the gospel?
Yeah.
Would.
All right. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believe on him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Everlasting.
If you want to make it to heaven, there's only one way to do so, and that is to call on Jesus Christ to save you from your personal sins, and he will do so and become your personal God.
The only way to true financial peace is to walk with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
Christ Jesus.
I love that.
Hey there, comrades. Thanks for tuning in to the Calm Down It's Fine podcast. If you liked what you heard this episode, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and share that link. We want to get the episode out. We want as many new listeners as we can, and we want the old listeners to keep coming back. So be sure to like and subscribe. Find us on social media at CDiff Podcast. If you want to donate to the show, you can find the link to do so in the description below. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.